Nnamdi, who led judges from Imo State, noted that judiciary should be trained to understand the dynamics of digital rights in the country and help the bench to gain more understanding of the right to the protection of personal information and data from authorized access, collection, and use.
We're able to scale up the training to be able to cover more, because this is an important and evolving issue, and we know that as technology is fast evolving, so the legal and judicial community must also be abreast and ready to be able to deal with some of the issues that are emanating. So that's what the project is doing, building their capacity to be able to really deal with this and be able to ensure that the rights of individuals, particularly in Nigeria, are protected.
I think that it's a very practical approach of these new problems, because what is in front of us? A new legislation. It means new risks of infringements, and that's the role of the lawyers and the judges to find solutions to tackle these infringements and to develop a new case law according with the new pieces of legislation.
This area of law is still new, and many of our laws are still being updated. As you can see, the President of Nigeria just passed the Data Protection Act last year. That was in recognition that certain rights, certain parts of our law need to be updated to align with current realities. So that is why we are bringing this training to the doorstep of judges, to make them aware of some of the changes, technology is making to the way people live, people live, people interact, people transact their businesses. And the legal system must also be updated to recognize these new changes and protect them.
We've been able to learn a lot. They have equipped us with the skill to enhancing digital rights in Nigeria, so that we will expand this and teach others and carry the ideas home to our various states.
Is to ensure that the digital rights of the individuals are protected, and be able to take it home and enlighten and educate others on the need for us to protect the digital rights of the individuals.
The Human Rights Advancement Development and Advocacy Center, HURIDAC, organized a youth capacity training unveiling the Election and Youth Engagement EYE Project app, with the goal of educating Nigerian youth about the significance of engaging actively in the nation's electoral process. The objective is to instill hope, promote faith in the electoral process, stimulate active engagement, and include young individuals in political affairs. Project manager for the EYE project, Mfon Enoidem, conveyed that the preceding election resulted in dissatisfaction among the youth. She emphasized that maintaining a movement requires ongoing communication. A member of Project Hub, Ogunsola Jamiu, highlighted the existence of significant gaps preventing youth engagement in the electoral process due to lack of knowledge. A student from the Nigerian Institute of Journalism, Emmanuel Ashemiriogwa, emphasized the timeliness of such initiatives, which he noted is crucial in reigniting the interest of youth in the electoral process, which has seen a decline.
Yes, one of the things that sustains a movement is continuous communication. We discovered that most people, once they are finished with the project, right, it's like, okay, let's go on to the next thing. So basically, one of the reasons why we even want the Zoom meetings and the WhatsApp group is to continue informing, updating, if possible, give them incentives to continue to understand that this process is important for them.
We have, personally, I've seen there are a lot of gap. Our youth, they want to participate in the electoral process, but because of lack of knowledge, and that is why we are coming up with this kind of program to bridge the knowledge gap so that they equip themselves with the adequate knowledge to be able to participate in the electoral process in their country.
An initiative like this is very timely, given that post-election, especially concerning the youth, really went, our interest for election arguably really went down. So I believe that initiative like this can help rekindle our interest in participating in elections.
This is an opportunity as a student and as a youth to go out there and teach fellow youth and fellow students on why it is important for us to vote and also know our own electoral duties as a citizen of the country. I feel this workshop has been able to give me an eyesight to understand that my voice is only and can only be heard through my vote.
Palestinian government has called for swift implementation on provisional actions of the International Court of Justices to put an end to the current genocide conducted by Israel against the Palestinian people. The Palestinian ambassador to Nigeria, Abdullah Shawesh, made the call on Thursday while addressing journalists in Abuja. He stated that 6 out of 9 provisional action submitted by South Africa against Israel, accusing Israel of carrying out genocide rampage, have been adopted by overwhelming majority of judges, which is enough for the implementation to take place. Ambassador Shawesh, however, called on world political leaders to stand with Palestinians in their trying time and take strong stance in upholding international law and holding Israel accountable for its crime against the innocent civilians of Palestinians.
The ICJ convinced last Friday to deliver its opinion on the case submitted by South Africa against Israel, accusing it of violating its obligation under the Convention of the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide in Gaza Strip. South Africa asked the court to issue 9 provisional acts, including requests for the State of Israel to immediately suspend its military operation in and against Gaza. Israel will be in the right place it deserves, in the defendant box, being used for committing the crime of genocide. 6 out of...
We'll take a break now, and when we return, we give you reports from the foreign scene.